October 30th, I decided to explain Halloween. Sunday, do you know what these are for?
Cavities?
Well, yes, but no, I bought them for a special day tomorrow. Do you know what that is and why I bought the candy?
You have a date with a new girlfriend?
No, why would you think that?
Well, you usually start buying things like candy when you've got a new girlfriend.
Well, maybe I do, but this, it's usually a better grade than this stuff.
Oh. Regardless of the grade of woman?
I bought this to give to children.
Well, that's pretty cruel.
No, it's not. They love it. No, I bought it to give to kids who come to the door tomorrow night, trick-or-treaters.
Oh, you lost me.
Well, it's Halloween. Tomorrow night, as the sun sets, children will be all over the neighborhood, knocking on doors, dressing in weird costumes, demanding that I give them a treat, or they will play a trick on me.
This all sounds familiar to me. Does this happen every year?
Yes, on October 31st.
Last year at this time, they came around, didn't they?
Well, I couldn't call last Halloween. Then it hit me. I had been gone that night, and Sunday had been here alone. Yes! Did you see them?
Didn't I? It was the strangest sight of my whole life. The doorbell rang, and I peeped out through the shades on the porch window, and there stood these little kids. One wore a sheet, one had a suit that made him look like a skeleton, and they just stood there for a time. And then they went away. The same thing must have happened 20 more times.
Well, why didn't you ask me about
Well,
it?
you didn't know I could talk then.
Oh, that's right. Anyway, that will happen again tomorrow night. Little kids dressed up like ghosts or goblins, and they'll come to the door and say, trick or treat, and I'll give them candy because if I don't, they have a right to play a trick on me. And then they will go back to the street where their parents are waiting and go to the next house. At the end of the night, I'll be out of candy, and each of them will have a full sack. Well, it's fun.
Oh boy. It's a real treat, huh?
Yep.
Well, what about the trick part? Last year you weren't here to give out treats, and I didn't see any tricks being played.
Well, no one plays tricks much anymore.
So why say trick or treat? Why not just treat?
Tradition.
Humans really like that stuff, don't they? You like to keep pretending things are the way they once were, even when you know they're not.
You got it.
Like Christmas.
You remember.
I guess what I don't understand is why you do this stuff in the first place. Do humans just have a mean streak so that they need once a year to demand sweets from strangers or else they do them harm?
Actually, no. Halloween grew out of a religion.
Like Christmas.
Yes, kind of. Well, you see, October 31st is the night before All Saints' Day, November 1st. So it's called Holy Eve, the evening before All Hallows' Day. Somehow it got corrupted and called Halloween. Can you hear the original words in it?
I can hear them. But how did saints get mixed up with tricks? Or treats, for that matter?
Okay. Assuming my role as teacher, which of course I love, it all got started with All Saints' Day, November 1st, a day to remember all holy people of the past. Next came the tradition of preparing for that day the evening before. On that night, the saints, all dead for years, come back and walk the land, visiting the living. At first, they were all good ghosts, but then somewhere people started blaming bad things on the saints.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, I know, but no. Mischievous people took advantage of the supernatural explanation and began playing tricks on people that they knew were superstitious. People started leaving gifts outside their doors to keep evil spirits from hurting them or their property. Then came kids dressed up like ghosts and other evil spirits, demanding treats or they would play tricks.
So the tricks part is no longer with us.
We now call it vandalism, but just because it's Halloween, people can't get away with it.
Good.
In the old days, when my uncles were young, they still played tricks, and they told me about some of them. A favorite was to lead the farmer's cow up a ramp into a hayloft and leave her there. Cows will climb, but they won't descend.
James, I think I would like to go on this trick-or-treating thing.
You?
Yes! You could be my parents and stand out near the street, and I could dress up like a spook and go door to door and get treats.
You're putting me on. Look, Sunday, you can't be serious. No one would give candy to a cat.
Are you saying people would be prejudiced against me because of my species?
Well, yes, in a way. I mean, they might think it was cute, but they wouldn't understand that you can speak English and understand Halloween. They just laugh.
Well, let them try. I'd tell them where to go.
No. No, you better not do that. Then they would know you could talk and we would both be in trouble. It would be the end of the quiet life we live here in my house.
I see your point. How about this? I dress up like a ghost in one of those sheets and scare them when they come up to our porch.
Well, I'm afraid you wouldn't make a very convincing ghost. Certainly not wearing a sheet. You could be a black cat.